news. Rashesh Shah tells CNBC TV 18 and says that the idea of philanthropy should be to invest back into the society. He adds that philanthropy has to come from the heart and cannot be regulated or forced.
The idea is, can you invest a little bit back in the larger society? Ultimately, increasingly, we all realize that we have stakeholders. Stakeholders are our employees, our customers, obviously our shareholders, but also society at large. And especially India, the stage at which we are, the Indian society needs a lot of investment. Government is doing its best, whatever resources it has in the way it can. A lot of NGOs also doing great stuff. So if you can support them, if you can handhold a few of them and help them invest, by providing them financial resources, but also non-financial resources. And we see this as an investment game, and as a financial services firm, we obviously are very investment oriented. And then obviously, as you think about investment, you look at the efficiency of investment, what is the return. In this, you may not get the return yourself, but the society as a whole gets it.
We all know that you have a really punishing schedule, and I'm told despite that you keep a close watch on the activities of Edelgive, which is the CSR arm of Edelweiss Group. Tell us something about the bond that you share with this whole concept of empowering children and hence giving them a better future.
When I meet a lot of these NGOs, the founders of these NGOs, the people who run these NGOs, the kind of commitment they show, the kind of motivation that they bring. So you ask this question that if they can do so much, can you do a little bit more? And I think we also are very fortunate. Our entire Edelgive team is also highly motivated. They get very energized with these NGOs. And as I said, with the employee engagement and all that, we do think every organization needs a conscience. Every organization needs that softer side. Otherwise, you become just all for only profits and money and all. But you need to balance it, because everything in life is about balance.
So we've seen that the whole idea of corporate social responsibility is somewhere dying in the industry. People have started looking at it like an obligation rather than their responsibility. What would be your message, or rather advice, for the industry?
I have a slightly different opinion. I think last 10 years I have seen so many corporates actually doing a lot more than what is required under the legal CSR only. And we've been inspired by that. I mean, you look at what people like Azim Premji and others are doing, it's very inspiring. I think last 10 years we should admire what a lot of corporates have done in India, what they have continued to do. And I think some people are doing philanthropy, some people are doing CSR, some people are doing charitable activity, whichever label you give it, a lot of work has been done. And I do believe things like this have to come from the heart. You can't give it as a rule. It can't be regulated. It has to come from the heart.
Okay, that's Dhan Utsav, the joy of giving.